What's the haps? I'm Meroka. Welcome back to Valhalla. We are ready to get back into the bar. So I have a fresh drink, or fresh into my drink as it were. Same as before. It's tasty. Very tasty. So there are a couple of other things I want to experiment with, but I'm kind of like, you have to rack my brains a bit to figure out what I can do. I got two other things that I got in mind. One relies on that vermouth still being okay, which it might not be. To be fair, it's not an expensive bottle, but still. The other one's easy enough. I can do the other one. I just want to make something a bit more interesting. I've done a lot of just spirit and mixer kind of things. It's like, you need to make some more exotic things. I need to just buy the equipment. I need to get an actual shaker, really, frankly. Yeah, anyway. Back to affairs. Starting to say make me a little bit jealous. Alrighty. Let's remove all of these. Let's get rid of our emo playlist. As emo as it was. Welcome to Valhalla! Let's have Oliver's Drag. Where's my good ones? Where's the things we like? Carmetrine, Out of Orbit. Don't know. All systems go. March of the White Knights is pretty heavy. Reminiscence? I don't know. Neon District. Digital Drive. Dusk. Skyline. Follow the trail? Go. Alright. Back. Well, looks like you've calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, make no mistake. But I guess I cooled down a bit. Say helped a lot with that one, though. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? She was here when I left. I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hang on, I need to get her voice right. I can't. It's been a while since we've seen her. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gone into burning buildings with a 2-centimeter deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Ah, hello, Tail. What's this about? About protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask there if he feels like going out. He's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And he's more fun to hang around with too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard. What's Buster? Pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bell tied to his stump. And yet you can still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A Brandtini, a big one. I'm in a good mood. A Brandtini, a big Brandtini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And a couple of Carmetrines. Just a dash of the old booze. Aged and a Mixed. That is a big ass Brandtini. Yeah. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest, most expensive things come in small packages. I'll try to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food. Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure. I guess. How did you two actually meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times, she started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that when I was 5. I kept insisting on going to... My father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one they happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. And man, that's a scene I can't forget. So you two have known each other for most of your lives. I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason, you two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of an item? A couple, say. Yes. Oh, I understand now. It's funny, because we actually even earned a mock prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 out in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends. Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of a man was he? Gruff, the kind to eat raw Bronson roots every morning. That must be where we get Bronson extract from. Woo! Which I think was like the bitter flavor and stuff. So he just eats really bitter roots every single day. Badass kind of dude. Not like me, who's drinking this really sweet thing, and it's delicious, and I don't care. I don't want your Bronson. I want some sweet, sweet vanilla-flavored rum and delicious ginger beer. It is good. Around me, he was different. I had memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. And yeah, he's the one who comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Oh. Hey Jill, what's this, a Bloom Light? It's a spicy drink. It tastes nice the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one too. I want it. 2 Bloom Lights. Doing it by the book today. Not there's been any implication that I should in any way, shape or form do anything else. 2 of those. I only put 1 in. 1, 2, 3 of those. Aged and on the rocks. Oh, the other way around, but mix it. Boom, that's a Bloom Light. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Those 2 again, and boom, there's another Bloom Light. Great! Monies! Delicious double serving monies. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah, but after the 3rd one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Fun diversion. Fans of Total Biscuit may be aware of him doing various sort of eating loot crates of food on his wife's YouTube channel, and he's been ranting for a long time, almost every single time he opens one of these boxes, about something I guess was in one of the boxes and I don't remember seeing it, but sand cakes he calls it. Halva I think is the brand. Halva, yeah. He's just like, sand cakes, it's the worst thing ever. Why would they just sell you blocks of sand to eat? Turns out they sell those in the shop near me. So I was like, this is... I've heard about halva so many times, and there's literally just a bar of halva sat on the shelf in front of me, asking to be bought and eaten. And I kind of need to know now. Turns out, yeah, it is like sand. They basically, I guess they just pulverize like nuts into a powder, and then... Christ only knows. I guess they must just, like, under high pressure, just squish it into a brick, because I don't think there's anything holding it together. It's just sandstone? I don't know. I guess if you compress sand enough, you get sandstone. It is, yeah, they've pulverized nuts into a fine powder and crushed it back together into a brick. And it is as sandy as it sounds. It's sand with the taste of nuts. It's pretty grim. Unless you really, really like nuts, but then you would still be better off just eating a bag of nuts, because then it doesn't have the texture of eating the beach. So, yes. that's a little side story about sand. If you ever see halva, I won't tell you not to buy one because just, like, out of morbid curiosity, I feel like people should try these things, right? That's what weird foods are for. Eating them and being weirded out by them. At least it's not a gross food. I mean, there's some foods that are weird that are just like, that's gross, I won't eat that because that's gross, and that's... I don't know, I'm iffy with a lot of seafoods. A lot of stuff is like, oh, it's like still alive or really fresh, or it's like you can see what you eat. I don't want to eat things that have a face. I'm not big on eating things with faces. Yeah, if I can still tell, like, that I'm eating the face when I'm eating it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just go have a burger or a sausage or something instead. Something where the meat is completely unrecognizable anymore. Not big on faces, so seafood's big on faces. So not big on seafood. Yeah, I'm not adventurous in that kind of regard, but in terms of snacks, they're just like, this is just stupid. I need to eat this. Yes, well on board with eating stupid snacks just to see how stupid the snacks are. Anyway, talking of spicy sand, who's dimming the lights? Ugh. Okay, she didn't have that many, did she? Wasn't that much in them either. And she lightweight? Lighter weight than she ever has been before. I'm sure she must have drunk more than that in past visits. Huh, I guess you had 2 baths before I came. Well, that means you must still be tired. From the whole bank thing? She told me about everything that happened in there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through with the White Knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight, regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days that bank was hell, and poor Faye is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know? Among all the people using the White Knights to further their own goals, Faye was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she'd always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. Ah, this must be set in America, where people have to pay for medical care. Aha, noted. As most countries, or at least most civilized countries, kinda don't. Just saying, America, you might want to get that particular piece of shit together. She's earned the god's favour, I think. But you know, all of that made me realise I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Faye, wounded, asking for help, part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful for her to the first time. Ah, how sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? I'm good, I should be leaving actually. Come, Faye, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. We'll be leaving now. Thank you, please come again. You feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Kim! Okay! I guess that's where we leave things for today, and that was not a... Again, not that long ago, I had a little bit of a rant about recurring characters, and ones we hadn't seen in a while. I guess she was due for a visit, and as such, she's back. Holy crap. Alright, let's rehash that voice that I haven't done in a little while. Okay. Alright, cool. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.